Dat is 21 euro.
Ja, 21 euro.
Dat is hoog.
Good morning, everybody. So again, right side will be for the overplay, left side will be for my continuation plays. First outlook, we can see it's been chopped around yesterday all afternoon, so this is actually a range bound. So the market is actually waiting or being patient for that news. The only thing that I still can see today is that we go to that 4 hour just below us and then have a huge reaction off of this back to the highs. So we got a 4 hour for value gap just below us. I still believe that we actually will hit that low to go up. We did take out previous day low, so we had a bit of a reaction off of this. So being careful and watching what we will do, of course, and how we react. I've seen MQ did not take that low yet. MQ did, so we will see if MQ doesn't take it too for one more time, but otherwise my expectancy is still that we see a bit lower now to go back up. I wanted to take a long yesterday, so what did I do yesterday? I took 2 trades. One in the morning session that actually all of you saw what I took it. So that was this long right here. It swept me just for a minute, and then we went actually straight to the high what I wanted to see. I set up 24,650 level, and it hit 24,647. So about 2.5 points off of that one. So that was a clean read. Orb short. Some people took yesterday's orb short. I said to take it to the 25,500 level, and it exactly hit 24,499. So that perfectly hit that target too. Afterwards, I said, the first TP would be that target, second TP would be that next 4 hour for value gap just below. So wanted to see that happen. It did not. So we're still in that same range. So it's been going sideways now for that's 60 now. About 15 hours right now that we're going sideways, about 16 hours. So be a bit careful. This is only like a move of 60 points. So a 60 points move for 16 hours, that means that we are chopping. So chopping is not anything that we want to be trading, not for continuation plays, nor for orb plays. So a bit more secure today. Be cautious about that. So if we fall, like I said again, we will definitely go to those 4 hour gaps just below. If we continue higher, my main target is that 4 hour just above right here. So we have a 4 hour laying above us too. So we will see which one hits first. If we hit the lower part first, I'm definitely longing off of this back to the highs. I wanted to take a long yesterday too on that 4 hour for value gap right here. I took one a half hour, I got stopped out. It actually straight immediately fell further down. So this is why I believe that we will see that next 4 hour get tapped actually. Just because of this 4 hour actually did not hold any value. So we had a 4 hour right here that I wanted to see get hit and then go back to the highs. Because we actually stopped that protected low right here of that for value gap, we took it out actually, we came back in. So now we actually went below that candle right here. So this looks like it wants to continue a bit lower at this point. No major news today in the morning session. Just at 11 we got CPI. Oh no, we do have some news. So on a few people speak at 9:45 and at 10. So a bit volatilization and rate statements this afternoon. So rate decisions also this afternoon. So at 3:45 in the afternoon session, that will be a very volatile level that can push up the market hugely or it can dump the market hugely. The reason why is that's the interest rate cut. So the interest rate cut says actually if money is actually cheap again to get borrowed. This will also count for crypto. So anything that crypto investors want to do, they want to buy cheap money to invest it in something a bit more speculative. So be aware of that too. So crypto will definitely have a nice boom in the next coming months. Nonetheless, I did want to see a bit lower prices. We did not see them. I took a few trades. I entered a few coins yesterday. They're up already a little bit. They're very speculative. I share them in Discord, so you will see them. I said it's very high risk, so be aware of it. I'm okay with it going to zero. I'm okay with it doing 100x too. So both of those, all of those plays have a 100x laying in them. Just Evo not. Evo is a bit bigger of those coins. All the rest actually have a huge potential to do at least a 15-20x of it. But just as good as doing nothing. So just be aware of it. You have no Anthony, log in your dashboard for once and go check your dashboard. Did you passive fund it? So there are two reasons why they say if you have no active accounts. So first of all, or you given an account away, or there is no money in your bank card where you actually where they detect every month that amount, or you just or you got funded. So these are the three reasons normally it says you have no active accounts. Yeah, go watch on TopStep. It's wait, I'll share this dashboard. Do you have the new dashboard to sign in? Did you already did KYC too? Because TopStep actually changed a lot. Morning, Juan. Here. This is the login that you can use. So go to this website. That's the new one, but you're actually on the right one. You have to use an email. On the new TopStep, you have to use an email. No more a name. It's actually an email address. So mine works perfectly. I'm inside, so you should be able to log in. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Johan. So I do want to see a clear direction. If we go up, we have a few 15 minutes right here. So be aware of those 15 minutes for value gaps just laying above. That 4 hour showed us that we actually wanted to maybe to see a bit lower price. We did take out that low, but still believe that we may go further down. So again, I trade on the right side, so mines will be on this side, on the left side, by the way. Are you able to get in right now? Or send me a DM on Discord if you need any help, Anthony. So we did take out previous day low, so if we want to go up, that would be a very good spot actually to go up from here. But because of interest rates are going to be cut today, are going to show us what it wants to do. So I believe we actually will go down first, take out that 4 hour, and then continue up to the highs again. So this afternoon should be actually an exciting moment to see what happens. If the interest rates get cut, we definitely will go to all-time high by the afternoon. Why did you think Was er één die echt punky high?
Speciale weer.
So we got our range. Again, 15 points, so rather small range. We did came into that 5 minutes and we got rejected off of it, so we had a very small 5 minute for value gap still left here. We tapped it and we actually pushed off of it, so zo weet iedereen allemaal de rechterkant schrijven, Initial straight. So anybody that trades orb, my wife Anisha is always trading orb, so. Oh, they sent you an email. Okay, great. So on the left side, I'm playing actually continuation movement. So what do? I need a 15-minute FVG and then a movement to the direction that I want to see it happen. So at this point, I actually don't have a bias because we're inside two ranges. We did take out previous day low, so if we go up, this would be a nice indication place to go up actually. But if we don't, the 4 hour is actually at play, so we can actually do both sides at this point. So I don't have a bias until actually that news will come out. Then I have a huge bullish bias. And actually a lot of people have, so be a bit aware that we could maybe dump first and then go up, because everybody believes after interest rates that we will push up to a huge amount. So there is a possibility that they play that news to the downside first to continue up higher. Again, orb trades, we got about 15 points. That means about 30 points per contract that we have. We are closing for value gaps at this point, so we should be able to put it. This one is closed. Well, we do have one more, a very small gap. Gone 1 minute.
Was that reason why
Mm-hmm.
I needed to talk to him yesterday?
Yeah, I believe so, Anthony. But my wife is taking exactly the same traits actually as you are, and she's still positive. So we need to take a look what happened. She's taking exactly the same orbs, all of them like you are. So we definitely need to take a look. Send me a journal if you want to, Anthony. Send it directly to me. I'll go over it. I'll send you the details, what happened, or where did something not go correct.
I have to look at all that.
Are you saying hello? Are you saying hello? What do you say? Yes, oh. Okay. Dog is doing strange stuff back up there. That's a German Shepherd, so. Wat doet hij, Harry?
Dat is jij.
That means that, yes. That was a breach, by the way. be in a long position right now. Oh, that was a 5 minutes. Sorry. I was on a 3 minute. We got 25 seconds left. I was not correct. My screen was on a different time. That was close. Don't see any gaps laying around, so oh, there is one here, so stop should be at that wick. We do want to see immediate continuation because we're going a lot of time sideways, so I don't want us to stall here at all for a long time. I do want to see a nice, sweet continuation here. There is a nice possibility that we do because of we took it out previous day low, so that is a higher time frame liquidity place. It's a small range, so here we're taking out some buy side liquidity. Here I want to see that continuation. We do have a 5 minute value gap just laying on the sideways here. You can see them here. We took out that buy side liquidity right here. So now I want to see that continuation. That was a 15 minute value gap too.
Dan is het geteld. Ja. Ja, eigenlijk kan ik er gewoon niet op. Ik mocht er 2 zetten, ik heb er 1 gezet. Dus eigenlijk 2,5.
I'm watching very carefully here, so I do want to see an immediate continuation here. So the reason why is we were stalling here for a while, so on this level. That's liquidity on top. That's a 15-minute FEG that we're trading inside. That's a 4-hour liquidity pool right here, so I do want to see immediately that push further. The next 30 seconds are quite important for us to see if that push continues. If it does, we will take out the rest of the liquidity right here. The reason why I want to see that continuation is because we've been going on for a while sideways, so it's better to then risk a bit less today just to be sure of that chopped movement that we were in. I'm not yet on anything. So we are also trading in a 5 minute, so let's be patient, see if that 5 minute gives that push up. So now we took the last liquidity. Here we do want to see the market change hands very fast. This is the last stop that we can see. That was also that 5 minute for value gap that we're trading inside, so right here. That was a strong push of that liquidity pool. So now I want to see if this 4 or 5 minute holds, yes or no. If it does, we will go back up in about 2 minutes to that high again. If it doesn't, I'm not wanted to jump in a trade fast actually. We just want to be patient, and afterwards the market has been chopped. So like I said when the start came, that if we're going in a sideways market, we need a continuation. So I rather want to see it fast happening. If it doesn't, I'd rather stay off of it today for the rest of the day, just to be sure. We have multiple days that the market actually loves to do some nice movements. If they show us that the market doesn't want to continue a movement, we better just stay off of it for a day. That's okay, we can plenty make money all the days that the market is expanding and not chopping around. So we better be aware of our surroundings before we trade. So it's rather important to know.
Ik had wel een keer kunnen aanlokken.
Dat ga je echt wel goed formulieren. So it is a good place to long off because we took out that previous day low. So if the market wants to go up, it should be here. Not sure if anybody added on that step of that 5 minutes. My wife did, so she is actually in with an extra contract, or a few extra contracts.
Dan kan ik al mijn stop verplaatsen of niet? Nee, ja.
Je moet boven komen. So my wife added on that step, so she was in it and she added one more trade, so she took an extra, not sure where somewhere. We did not take out that low yet for that 5 minutes, so this still looks okay. So just be patient. I'll be right back, I need to go to the bathroom for a second. dag niet eten, dat is ontwikkeld. Maar wel te weten dat het steeds gemakkelijker gaat.
Het zit er wel in geprent, hè.
Het is echt een goede reden dat je toch biedt, zodat ik weet. Dat is een goede YouTube-kanaal eigenlijk. Wat een leuk of wat?
Ik heb dat wel gezegd allemaal.
Maar ja, ik weet het nog wel, maar als je niks meer bij. Dat je nieuw vertelde, mensen die hebben er al in.
Ja.
Maar ook dat doet ze elke dag. Dat is wel lekker. Dus. Ik neem maar die in bed, maar die andere ik niet.
Maar ik kan trots op dat zomaar veranderen dan.
Wat?
Dat de max los. Omdat hier Anthony zegt van, zij hebben het veranderd.
Morning, everybody. Morning, Emily. Morning, Euros. Anthony, send me a DM with a screenshot of it. So again, all trades are in long. Targets. I would think my first target would be right here. I want to see how we react off of that high. So if we close above that high, a stop can be moved at that wick. We should not come back down there. Again, if we are an orb trader, your stop should be moved. Oh, I moved my complete stuff. Your stop can be moved then to that last wick that we took, because that was an adding spot, that 5 minutes right here, then to continuation. So my wife added on the tap, so she's learning to add on the taps instead of being patient until we reach the high again. So this is a break of structure again that we have here. So that was retracement of a break of structure. So now I want to see that continuation play here. If we take out that high one more time, it needs to move. So yesterday I took two not profitable trades. The orb trade in the afternoon did play out beautiful to that 500 level, like I predicted. We actually hit 24,499, so clean that 500 level. It took a very slow movement. It was 6 o'clock in the evening for me, so from 3 to 6, about 3 hours for that small move is not the biggest movement. And afterwards it just chopped around, so good that we didn't actually trade anymore. The only trade that I took was that 4 hour for value gap that I took. I wanted to take a long off of it. I only put it a half hour in because it was actually quite a big stop that we had. If you watch that 4 hour, oh, this was that gap, and my stop was like halfway, so for 550 I put it just on that wick. I wanted to see if it bounced off of it directly, but it actually just flushed straight through it. So, and in the morning session, like I said, I took a minus 0.3 or 0.2 off of that 8 o'clock long that we took. Nonetheless, I'm happy that actually the orb played out beautiful. Because we could have, my wife added 3 times, so that was actually a very nice momentum to add. It was a very slow market, but she added 2 or 3 times to that 500 level. If I can see where, I would show. So this was that sideways movement, nothing happened in here. So here she added on this tap. Once it got tapped. And she added one more time actually on this one. When it got tapped here. So this was a short, that was the short, and then the orb of course she took short, so that was 3 adds. Following fully planned, when the 5 minutes get tapped, she takes it to the same level. So for Emily, if you're wondering why I didn't take that short from that 15 minutes for value gap right here, I am not eager to short this market, especially after previous day low got taken. So if anybody wants to know what POI is, it's point of interest. So I'm having a point of interest right there. If the market changes, it could happen right here. Yes, you're a good friend. Thank you. We got about 12 minutes to open, so if this 15-minute closes, we got open, so we do want to be aware of that too. So we did came in a 1 hour for value gap too, so if the market wants to change hands, it will be here. So we got a 1 hour, we took buy side liquidity, we came into a 15 minutes also, so if that previous day low wasn't enough liquidity to take, to push the market back to that high of that 4 hour right here, this is where it will change hands. We will see that amount in about 10 minutes from now. At this point the market still looks okay, so it still looks like it wants to go higher. When the wolves are playing?
Wheel music.
So in about 8 minutes we will definitely see in this hourly what it wants to do. Like I said, so the market always loves to show and the last few minutes of that hourly candle what the market actually wants to do with that hourly. Does it want to continue, yes or no, or does it... So the last 5 minutes or something like that is actually a good indication what the market wants to push. Up higher, or does the market actually says, okay, we're done with this high and we will actually... We got still 2 minutes in that hourly, so no, 7 minutes. Is the feeling better, Emily, today, if you would trade? Make sure that you always feel relaxed. I got a good example for you too. If you ever feel that a feeling again once you are trading, go off the screen for a second, take a walk, close your screen for 5 minutes, breathe, and ask yourself this question. Why am I having this feeling? And is it true what I'm having? That will get you out of the trading for zone for a minute and will get you actually the feeling to go deeper looking into yourselves to make sure that you actually don't have that feeling what you actually are feeling. So the feeling that you get is most of the times not accurate on the moment itself, so just that you know. So we've got 5 more minutes in the hourly. At this point, this looks like a nice bullish hourly. After that candle rejection, we got a nice continuation, so we should take out highs. Nonetheless, we have open in about 5 minutes, so keeping still a close look.
Kom, maar vinden ze toch allemaal lekker, hè?
Two minutes till I'll open. What would be ideal if we can actually push the next minutes back to the high? So, something like this actually what I meant.
Dat zijn niet die eerste woorden. Azul zegt ja.
So we did take out a high, now I want to see it stay above it. 15 seconds till I'll open. Let's see if London wants to push us a bit higher. Yes, open. So if we take out the high, I want to see it continue higher, right here. So your stop could be placed actually to the last Ferrari gap, or the last wick that we actually touched.
Het is speciaal bezig. Het is goed.
hallo. Wil je alsjeblieft anders opstaan bij ons als je hier zit? Het passeert ons level. Ik vind dat heel leuk, maar gewoon een beetje andere moed. Dank u. We're now at that point of interest. I do want to see a continuation right here.
U is aan het leren zoals mij, volgens mij in de klas.
it how we could add the first value gap without to get too much as well. Yeah. She just moved the stop a bit, so she moved the stop to the last to halfway after that tab. So after that tab, the continuation back to the upside, she moved the stop actually. And there is exactly no way that you could not have added. If you added, you definitely would have more at risk the first time. But she just is learning how to add, so she just takes them all at this point. She wants to be able to add every time when she sees it. But you're correct, Nicholas, you could not have added there without risking more than needed.
Het ruikt heel lekker. Marianne is al aan het koken. Het ruikt als een stoverie of zo.
Oh, ook een spaghetti of zo.
Ik heb de pasta nu al niet bekend gehaald.
Still being patient. Market is not moving all too much. The first 15 minutes of open is active right now.
Ik kan dat niet zo opnemen. Dat is wel speciaal smaken volgens mij.
Dan moet dat nog even dan. Dan blijft nog. En nu hangt hij dus van.
En je telefoon?
Die is aan het opladen.
Hier?
Ja, oké.
Ja, dan wil ik een keer geven. Mama's telefoon. So not much happening, just being patient. We will see what happens. Best thing to do right now is do nothing.
Zo. Moet ik ook even staan naar je eten?
Asia market still moving, so it looks like it wants to go to the high. So right now you would be at least 1.8 hours, so take a look if you want to take one contract off. That would be a great place. If not, continue holding, of course. So next place that I would love to see it go is that high, and then of course all this buy side liquidity right here. Oh ja, kun jij dat anders het muisje? Vreedzone, rust, energie. Ja. Het is net zelden dat je wakker komt. So again, came above that previous day, so that POI already, so we are trading in this test. That's that point that I want to see get hit, so that would be 24,547, that's that area. If we hit above that, we go to the 4-hour value gap. So here's a crucial point. So if you take one partial off of it, put your stop at break even, we should not come back actually down all the way there if you want to continue right here. So your stop can be perfectly at break even right now. We should not come back down. So it's a risk-free trade for all traders. You can see that hourly looks nice and beautiful, that 4 hourly too, so it looks still that wants to take out. If it wants to take out liquidity, it will definitely go to 24,551. That's the next liquidity that I can see. But for me, maybe it would tap even that 4 hour for value gap. Right now, it looks like it wants to go to that area. I'll take a look if we have a session high nearby. Okay, we do have a session high, so be aware of this. This is that session high. So that would be TP1, that's Asia high, 24,551. Remember that one? So we are heading for Asia high right now. If we hit Asia high, make sure to take something off, because I have no idea at this point if we will continue higher at Asia high. We got somebody speaking also in about 15 minutes from now. In about 3 minutes actually. So here comes Asia High. If you're already taking profit, that's okay. You're actually at 2R right now, so feel free to trim anything. So here we got that small push again to the high. So that 24,551 is Asia high, by the way, guys. That's a liquidity pool laying there right there. So that's a session high. So again, take something off at that high. If we want to push higher, we will definitely go to the full value gap just above, but at least take some profits off there. So now that person is going to speak. See if he has any influence. We did create a new 5-minute for value gap, so if we tap that, that would be an adding spot too. So I would rather see us push immediately to Asia high right now. We did not get any 15-minute for value gap, so no trades. So again, if you're an order trader, put your stop at least at break even. Nothing's telling me that we should go back to that area. So we came 1 point off the Asia high. So again, that's a 2.4R right here, so please take something off for yourself. Do as you please. Now, I said it enough, I'm not gonna say it again. So that was Asia High, right there. So now watch and see if the market actually wants to continue right here, yes or no. So now that was definitely Asia high, it got taken. On MNQ it did, NQ not yet, so okay, that's Asia high. So if you're fully out here, perfectly fine, very nice trade to take. If you leave a runner, I'll let it go to that 4-hour gap just above. But if you don't, that's fine too. That was a beautiful trade.
Ja, zeker. Waarom niet?
Ja, ik kan niet. Ik wil het er net moeten.
Iets enorm, hè? So watching the chart, seeing what will happen at this point. So if we fall to that 5 minute, then we get a sharp reaction back to that high. So that means that we have a continuation play. But I'd rather not that we sit around here for the next 7 minutes just under that liquidity pool that we just take. Especially not after this long sideways movement, so we can see that was that high, that's that low, so this is that range bound that we're trading in, so this could and if you still have a runner, make sure it's at break even, that runner. So here comes that 5 minute tap. See how we react off of it. We have a second one just below it. So we have 2 5 minute for value gaps laying here. So we still got another 4 minutes in that 15-minute candle. Let's see if this one comes back to the high, yes or no. If it does come back to the high, we will continue. If it doesn't, I would get out the trade. If you're still in it with a small amount. Because this is actually that crucial point where we could just continue to go lower again. So I gave the reasons why, because we are going sideways already for a while. It's huge news today, so the market expects to move actually at a certain point. We're now heading for the second 5 minute per value gap. We tapped it, so here we don't want to go through. If we do go through it, I would definitely close your trade, guys. If you're still in that long, if you're fully out, congratulations, good trade. You kept to the plan. It was a beautiful 2R that you took. Doe iemand iets in chatten ondertussen? Of wil je niet kijken?
Ik wil doen een keer. Ja, wat je al op prompt wacht. Ik had al heel al iets gezegd. Dat was niet aan het kijken.
I mentioned it all, that the GP for me was actually that first Anthony, that's the higher from Asia, the 24,551 would be the first TP, of course. I would leave one runner, stop and break even, and see if we can hit that 4-hour gap just above. But we still need to be patient for that, to see if that one happens. We got 20 seconds in that 15 minutes. Now I want to see, well, this will be pushed up in the next 15 seconds, or we will push down. So that's definitely something we need to be aware of. So I got my first 15 minutes of value gap right now, so I'm gonna take a long off of that if we get that tap. I got about a 16 point stop to that low, so that's 16, 16, 2, 32, 32, 35, 6, 7. So let's just go now to that 15 minute for value gap just below. So if you add it on that 5 minute tap and it gets to that high, take the profit off again.
Nee, je contract die je in. lekker snel bijna. Hè? Ja, dat voelde wel heel speciaal.
Nou, om snel te aan.
Even babbelt erbij.
So what do I mean by once we tap those for value gap, so we hit that high one more time, I would take it off again. So I would finish the trade right here. Because we could add it once, two, that was actually 3 times you could have added here. Twice actually on these 15 minutes. So now I do want to see immediately push back to that high, or I would just finish the trade.
Dat was een schoon nummer hier.
Hmm?
Ja, dat was een schoon nummer.
So this will be the high. So if you add it on this trade and you want to finish the trade, that would be the stop. Straight where we are right where we are right now. In about 6 minutes we will know how this hourly candle closes. This still looks like a very bullish candle at this point, but 6 minutes can do a lot. Oh, what's that? Sorry guys, I wasn't watching. So you know what happens with me if you start with 50k but if you are profitable and go to for the one. Okay. So it can happen that you get a 2 or not profit somewhere. Strange to see that happening on Tony. Emily, when you take along on that 15 FEG stops at previous wick 24, 20, so if I would take along, my stop would be indeed at that 24,005, 24.75, 25 this wick. But I'm still being patient on this market, how this hourly would close. So if this hourly closes like this high, or just above that Asia high, and we then tap that, I will enter it. If we close right now all the way back down here, I would probably be patient to enter that. It will depend on the next 4 minutes. So if we close above Asia high, I want to enter that. That means that we then have a continuation. If we now close all the way back to that 15 level, I'll probably be patient until enter it. Just because we took a high time frame liquidity pool. I still love to see the market go higher, but I still need to make sure that we actually are in a decent, good trade. I gotta take that. Okay. I'll just enter the limit, buy to the highs, but I will take a half hour off of that. So that means for me 150, 200. So. So 2 more minutes in that hourly candle. Let's see how this one finishes. So we do get somebody speaking at 10 o'clock, so maybe we have some volatility. If we hit that 4 hour before actually we hit that 15 minute, that will be a no trade for me. So the limit orders are in for me, so I'll put a limit order on this week. My trade looks something like this. So here comes that hourly. Again, I'm taking this with a half hour. Just because we've been going chopped all day, so yesterday too, so. And if I don't get a tap in the next 15 minutes, I'm not entering a trade too. It's 10 o'clock for me, so that's about the time that I want to sit after the screen. Then I need a break, of course. Do the same if you took that swap to the upside. Congratulate yourself. We don't always get a trade while we're sitting behind the charts. Also be happy with that. So my limit order got triggered. Was a bit higher than this actually, so looks like I got triggered. That was my entry. I will see if I get this. It's a half hour risk. So what do I want to see in the market now? I want to see this 50-minute close back up to that high if we want to continue. If we don't, I'll probably exit this trade early. So the next 15 minutes, I want to see this continue back to that high, or in the next 10 minutes. So be patient, see if this one wants to give it. The reason why, again, we took out session highs, we had a nice bullish reaction already, we are chopping, so the market can definitely change hands here. So this doesn't look too good. Give it 3 more minutes. If the market doesn't move up, I will close the trade. So here I want to see the market push back up right now. So we closed off an hourly, so this would be the last thing I want to see. Now, a 4 hourly looks a bit less good. Thank you, Anthony. I will take a look. So my stops are already under that wick. The last wick that we created. So the market needs to continue immediately. So my stops are at 24,531. I'm aiming for the high, so that's a 3R from here. So my stops are now in this big by here. So I do want to see a full continuation right now in the next 4 minutes. If we come back to that low, that will be a bit less than a half hour that I gave to the market. Next 2 minutes, I do want to see a pull back up. If we don't, that would be a problem to stop. And we just had 2 15 minutes with value gaps laying over it without having any action off of it, so. Yeah, that's the stop. Minus half hour, yeah. I'm not gonna take another trade. It's over my time. So I'll have to stream with this. Hope traders took a positive trade today. Wanted to take a long of that 15 minutes. That was liquidity pool right there, so the market decided not to. So we'll probably go to that Asia low right now and take out all of this liquidity. I'm not gonna jump into this, I'm not gonna chase it, I'm just gonna let the market do its thing. So I wish you all a very great day in trading. See you back in the afternoon session, of course. I only take about two hours a day, so I take 2 hours in the afternoon and 2 hours in the morning session. This is why I